real fast. Fast as that grim taquito will take them. Toby, you want to fly with the Eagles? You need bigger wings, son. I'm just telling you right now that if Toby Marshall ever got a car worthy of his talents, he could be towing the line at De Leon.
De Leon? Is that like this movie's equivalent of The Run? That's how I kind of remember it. It being the race you do to just make it big and become a legend. You know what? I think there should be a Need for Speed TV show where the finale of the series is The Run, and you have that be like a 3-episode event so that you can really get into it and it doesn't go by too fast, but it's all about building towards it. Because I think with a show, you can kind of have it paced properly, whereas with a movie, the only way it can really make sense is to kind of do it with this, where you just kind of drop them immediately into the situation where they have to do the race and go across the country. You don't have any build up where you get to really know the characters. I don't remember the characters being that unlikable in this movie. I just remember them being not all that fleshed out. Two years, that's it?
Bill Ingram speaking.
Sign here.
Mr. Ingram, Toby Marshall, I need to borrow your Mustang to race De Leon.
Excuse me, son? You want to race my Mustang in De Leon? What's in it for me?
When I win, I will give you half the cars. That's around $4 million for you.
I'll think about it. I'll call Julia.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Mr. Ingram, I'd like to race your Mustang in a street race. Your property in a street race on the off... What?
I'm not trying to be an asshole.
You're already an asshole. Everyone here is an asshole.
I'm not trying to be an asshole.
You have to try that out.
Everyone in this side of town is just in the worst marriage possible.
A guy called the Monarch who hosts a secret race is hard to believe.
Well, he's supposedly from an old wealthy family that made their money in the Industrial Revolution.
Seriously? That's the backstory you could think of for this guy? If I wanted to have... You know what? No. I'm not going to give you guys the backstory of the OG race host. No, I'm not giving people that for free. Because Industrial Revolution my ass. That's not interesting. At least have it related to what he's doing. I'll give you a hint. The 1920s. There you go. F*** me. I hate it. I actually hate that explanation. Just say no one knows anything about the guy. Don't say he has connections to the Industrial Revolution.
And no one knows who he is.
No one.
I do. It's, Michael Keaton. There you go.
Legend is he sponsored a few Formula One teams, but always campaigned under other names.
Fairly certain can't do that.
A man of mystery.
A mystery and a bad heart. He had a dalliance as a driver, but his heart stopped like a watch one day.
What?
So he quit.
So what's the problem?
What? He sponsored... Oh, hold on.
Legend is he sponsored...
She is sick of hearing this, by the way.
So what's the price for this De Leon?
Well, big risks come with big rewards.
Just say you get to take everyone's cars. Stop trying to sell. I hate the way this guy talks.
Maybe that's why I walked away with $6 million worth of cars.
That sounds like a good day's work.
Yes, it was.
Listen, don't you worry. Dino's gonna get what's coming to him. Just don't forget why we're doing this.
Why are you doing this? Are you doing it to avenge Dino? Or Pete, the little twerp? Or are you doing this so that everyone gets paid and everyone can have a supercar? Why are we doing this, actually? It hasn't actually been explained.
I'll see you in Detroit, brother.
I will say I appreciate the use of the revenge story. Revenge stories seem to work really well for car movies.
That's what this is really about then, isn't it?
That doesn't clear things up at all.
Two of you out there, flying across the country at killer speeds to prove something while you're tearing up the American asphalt. Born to run, baby. Born to run. Toby Marshall. Welcome to the De Leon.
I'm kind of impressed. An hour and 9 minutes into the film, let's just go with an hour and 10, and only now have they even just been accepted into the race. And they still got to make it to the race. Sit down! Today's video is sponsored by Rockform. I have been using their products, the case and the screen protectors, for several months now. Like, this case is the one I paid for. Here's the receipt. Same with the screen protector. Phones are pretty expensive nowadays, especially for getting the new stuff. These are just iPhone 11s, but some phones can cost north of $1,000. A screen replacement on an iPhone 11 is north of $300. So here's the cool part for you guys. If you use my link down in the description below and my code, TheRacingJoker, and get 25% off, you can get a case and a couple screen protectors for $52.49. You don't need to pay what I paid. This is the rugged case. This is my favorite one. I think it looks cool. The corners of iPhones are pretty fragile and great shattering points on their screens, but the design in the case at the corners here helps protect those. But more importantly, see this square here? That is a neodymium magnet. The cool thing with this magnet is that it can attach to any of their many options you have for mounts, magnetic mounts. If you're riding a motorcycle, a bicycle, or driving a car, you've got a mount that you can get, whether it's a vent mount, suction cup, like the one I've got here. It all works fantastically. A lot better than all the awkward ones where you kind of have to shove it and jam it into place. You can just kind of go pop, and it just works. And plus, despite all that awesome stuff I just told you, they still offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. So, if you want to prevent a whole headache that looks like this, then use your whole head and get some Rockform cases and screen protectors. And while you're at it, get one of those mounts. And remember, use the link in the description and put in the code TheRacingJoker and you'll get 25% off on your purchase. Thank you to Rockform for sponsoring this video. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you all for supporting the channel. And let's get on with the video. Okay. So he's in, sent them a message. I don't know what this website is that they're using. It's a website. It's a website for a secret race, but it's a public website. So it's not secret, it's just special invitation. Not quite the same as secret, but fine.
You're 23 minutes late.
23 minutes late.
First row is English Paul and a Bugatti Veyron. And
God damn. Forgot about that.
row 2 is the Gooch in a Celine S7. Texas Mike is in the McLaren P1.
Texas Mike, whoever the f that is. Gooch. Not sure how I feel about your name, bro. So, gonna not talk about that. The P1 is interesting, though. I like the P1.
The third row has Johnny V and his GTA Spano.
I don't know what that is, but it's cool.
I'm looking at $7 million in cars and thousands of horsepower. Winner takes all. Losers, y'all can walk home.
Was that the truck driver that hit him? I'm pretty sure it was. Hold on. Let's go back. That's the truck driver that hit him.
Toby Marshall just stepped out of a red Agera. The little tart was right about there being 3 Koenigsegg's the day Pete died.